Hello and welcome to the Human Instrument Mastery podcast. I am Shimrit Nativ and I want to start with a celebration. Me and my team just got an update that the Human Instrument Mastery method is finally a registered trademark. And I'm so grateful to have the opportunity to share these principles, these tools, this method with you and with as many people as possible so we can truly become masters of our own human instrument and together change and improve the world one person at a time. And today's episode is actually, I think, a very poignant one. We are living in time of great acceleration, a lot of changes and shifts, AI moving so fast, creating a lot of uncertainty about the future, wars happening all around the world in different places. Economy is shifting, leadership is shifting, and there's a greater level of mistrust or uncertainty in general. And I think now more than ever, being a master of your own instrument, being anchored in inner leadership is not a luxury. It's really a basic life skill that we all must develop and also help our children do the same. And so this is what I want to talk about today. And let's start with really defining what inner leadership truly is. It's not about having everything clear and figured out. It's about living in a state of inner certainty. And that requires living in a state of creativity. To create is the opposite of to react. The English language expresses that in such a beautiful way. Create and react. When you are reacting to external conditions and circumstances, whatever it is that you're hearing on the media, around you, and you are reacting to that from a place of fear, defense, doubt, worry, you are operating on a survival mode, trying to survive, predict the future, and protect yourself. And the survival state of being is the opposite of the creative state of being. When you are in the creative state of being, you are not reacting automatically to the external conditions and circumstances, but you are responding to them based on that anchored inner certainty and self-inner leadership. One of my absolute favorite authors and teachers is Thomas Troward. Thomas Troward lived in England in the very beginning of 1900, and he wrote books and lectures. He was a judge and a metaphysical researcher and teacher. His famous book, The Hidden Power, has the most incredible chapter called Touching Lightly. In this chapter, which is one of my absolute favorite chapters and lessons in the whole wide world of literature and this field, he writes and asks, what is our point of support? Is it within ourselves or is it outside of us? What does our balance depend on? And if your balance depends on something outside of you, that means that you stand or fall in accordance with that. And what he talks about there is the law of cause and effect. He doesn't call it like that, but that's exactly what he's talking about when he says that to everything there are two factors, the essential and the incidental. The essential is what creates, and the incidental is what is reactive to that. Now, by law, the cause of everything in your life is within you. But if you make what outside of you to be the cause of how you feel, how you think, and how you act, you reverse the natural position of these two factors, the essential and the incidental, and that is what creates error. That is what Thomas Troward is teaching us in this wonderful chapter, Touching Lightly, from his book, The Hidden Power. And so you want to be very mindful of what is your point of support. And if it is outside of you, if you find yourself saying, I am stressed because of this thing that happened, I am worried because of this thing that I read, I am angry because of this person that said or did that, then you making this condition or circumstance or person outside of you become the cause. Literally, you say, because of that or this, I am like this or like that. But the truth is that the way you are, what you define to be the truth about you, I am worried, I am doubtful, I am angry, that is the true cause. And that is why we recreate in life the same conditions and circumstances over and over again. So it's really important, again, that you anchor within yourself and you rely on your own internal point of support and establish your inner balance based on that and not the external world, especially in these times of great change and uncertainty. So I want to give you 3 keys today in this episode that will really help you anchor yourself in that inner leadership and inner certainty. Number 1 is energetic authority. What do I mean by that? You want to ask yourself every day, what is the energy I want to lead with today? And you want to ask yourself this question before you enter each segment of your day. So first of all, as you wake up and start your day, what is the energy I want to lead myself today? Then before you go on a call with someone or a meeting, what is the energy I want to enter this interaction with and lead today? Before you go into a room, what is the energy I want to enter into the room with and lead myself? Before you go to sleep, what is the energy I want to go with and be in as I go into my sleep? And be intentional with your choice with each and every segment along your day, every day. What is my energetic authority? Claim your authority and make that choice. The only freedom that is really there existing for you, that no one can take from you either, is your freedom to choose. That is what freedom of choice is. Your freedom to choose what to focus on, what you think, how you respond or react to conditions and circumstances and reality outside of you. So claim your energetic authority and make those conscious choices throughout your day, every single day. Number 2 is to have unshakable orientation. What do I mean by that? Leadership is all about the vision. The plan may change, circumstances and conditions change. You must always adapt along the way, but as long as you have a very clear vision and very clear values, you can lead yourself and others towards that vision. And people will only follow you, will only consider you as a leader if you have that clear vision and clear orientation that is unshakable no matter what is happening outside and what are their current results or roadblocks along the way. So unshakable orientation is number 2. And number 3 is creative agency, which is really what we were talking about before. How do you respond to what is happening around you versus how do you react to it? When you have creative agency, you are leading yourself in that creative state of being and not in a survival state of being. So remember these 3 keys. Open every day with intention to lead with those keys, having your energetic authority, having your unshakable orientation, and your creative agency. If you can think of someone that can benefit from this episode, please share it with them. These are times that we really need to support each other and maintain that personal human connection. Of course, if you like this podcast and what I'm sharing with you every week, then please subscribe to it, follow it, and leave a review if that feels aligned. And if you want a free training that can really help you develop that internal leadership, mastery, and certainty, then send me a message on Instagram with the word TOP, and I will send you a free 3 days course that will help you with that. Until the next time, thank you so much for listening and sending you so much love.